In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your first rule in Trello using the built-in Butler automation, so you can stop manually managing your board and let the software do the heavy lifting for you. Whether you're brand new to Trello or you've been using it for a while but have never touched the automation features, this is a game changer for keeping your workflow clean, consistent, and fast. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. Alright, so before we dive into the actual creation process, let me give you a quick lay of the land. Trello's automation engine is called Butler, and it lives behind that little lightning bolt icon in the top right corner of any board you're on. This is your command center for automating repetitive tasks, and it's incredibly powerful. To begin, click that lightning bolt icon, and a sidebar panel will slide out from the right. At the top of that panel, you'll see a few tabs, but the one you want is labeled Rules. Click on that, and you'll see a screen that may look empty if you haven't created any rules yet, or it might show some default examples. Don't worry about those for now. We're going to build one from scratch. Look for a button that says Create Automation or Create Rule, depending on your board's current setup, and click it. This opens up the rule builder, which is essentially a simple if this then that logic form. Now we get to the heart of it. The first thing you need to do is define what starts your rule. This is called the trigger. Click the Add Trigger button, and a drop-down menu will appear showing you all the possible events that can start your automation. You'll see options like when a card is added to a list, when a card is moved to a list, when a due date is marked as complete, and quite a few others. For your first rule, I recommend starting simple. Let's say you want a rule that fires whenever a new card lands in a specific list, like your incoming or new requests list. Choose when a card is added to a list. Once you select that, Trello will ask you to pick which list you're referring to, so go ahead and select that list from the dropdown. After you've made your selection, you'll see a blue plus button or a confirmation icon. Click that to lock in your trigger. This is a common pitfall for beginners. You might forget to click that plus button, and then the trigger won't be saved. Always make sure the blue plus is clicked so your trigger is registered in the rule. With your trigger locked in, it's time to tell Trello what to do when that event happens. Click Add Action, and you'll be presented with a similar set of drop-down options, but now they're actions instead of events. You can choose things like move the card to another list, assign a specific member, set a due date for 3 days from now, add a label, add a checklist, and many more. For our example, let's say you want every new card that lands in your incoming list to be automatically assigned to you. Get a red urgent label and have a standard checklist attached. You'll need to add each of those as separate actions. First, choose Assign Members. Pick yourself from the list, then hit the blue plus. Next, choose Add a Label. Pick the urgent label and hit plus again. Finally, choose Add a Checklist. Select your existing standard checklist or create a new one and hit plus. You can stack as many actions as you want, and they will all run in the order you add them. This is where Trello's automation truly shines. It can do multiple things at once based on a single trigger, saving you minutes every single day. Once you've added all the actions you want, look at the top right of the Rule Builder window for a blue Save button. Click that, and your rule is now active. You'll see it appear in the list of rules inside the automation panel, and it will start working immediately for any new cards that meet the trigger condition. Just remember that Butler automation rules don't apply retroactively. They only fire on new activity that happens after the rule is saved. So if you want to apply this rule to existing cards, you'll need to manually move them out and back into the trigger list, or use a separate bulk action. That's a good thing to keep in mind so you don't wonder why your old cards aren't suddenly getting updated. Let's walk through a few popular examples that I personally use and see all the time in well-organized Trello boards. First, for streamlining incoming tasks, create a rule with the trigger when a card is added to the incoming list. Then add actions. Assign yourself, add an urgent label, and attach a standard checklist. This is perfect for teams that get a flood of requests and need to ensure nothing falls through the cracks. Second, for task completion, set a trigger like when a card is moved to the done list. Then add actions to mark all checklist items as complete and add a comment or set a custom field with a timestamp like task completed. This gives you a clean historical record without any manual data entry. Third, for deadline management, create a rule with the trigger when a due date is within 2 days, and add an action to add a red overdue warning label. This visual cue on the card face helps you spot deadlines at a glance without having to open every card. So there you have it. You've just built your first Butler automation rule in Trello. And you now understand the core structure of triggers and actions that will let you automate almost any repetitive process on your board. The real beauty here is that once you set these rules up, they run silently in the background, making your board smarter and your workflow faster. As a next step, I recommend spending 10 minutes browsing the other trigger and action options inside Butler. There's even a calendar-based trigger and a weekly summary report action that you might find incredibly handy. And if you ever need to revisit these steps or tweak a rule, just click back into the automation menu, and you can edit or delete any rule you've created. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this guide. If you found it useful, drop a comment with the first rule you plan to build. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, happy automating.